If you want to know if you can do it, you can do it, but it is a huge pain in the butt. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. 211 Dodge Viper. Today we are going to work on this rear glass, because when I drive down the street it just lets every single bit of wind in and out. Of course, you have an RT10, that's going to be a problem anyway, because it's not going to seal great. I don't even know if it ever was meant to seal great in the first place, but we'll get a little better seal if we can. I've never tried this, never done this before, but I'm going to give it a go anyway, and we'll see what happens with it. Maybe we can fix it. Maybe I get halfway through and say, oh crap, this should have been a professional do this. But that's alright. We're going to try it. Let's take it out of the car though. Alright, to take it out of the car, you use your special Viper key. And you stick it in the lock, and you turn it, and it's loose. And you get 3 snaps. 1, 2, and the third one's over there on that side. I'm going to unsnap it. And then we'll take it out, put it on our table, and see how much trouble we can get into. There it is. Undo the snap. And just kind of pop it on out. And there it is, and look, you can see how terrible that looks, just flapping. But we're going to either fix it or break it. Alright, here it is on the table, and it's on there, like, it's on there good, man. It is on there good. But I've heard of a couple techniques, people using razor blades and heat guns and whatever else, but here's what we're going to use. Behold the blue box. Oh, X-Acto. I'm just going to use this Harbor Freight X-Acto knife kit and find me a blade, and then just get to working on it and see if I can get this off of here. So let's roll that beautiful time-lapse footage. Well, we've got all of the trim off, and if you look, all I've got left is just a little bit. Most of the big stuff is off there. So I'm just going to go back with the actual flat razor blade and just kind of scrape everything off. Then we'll see, let's give it a little test fit to our the new seal and see what that does. See how that looks. Okay, it's been probably a week since I started this. Now I haven't been working on it because I've been working like an actual my actual job, but it's my days off again and I got back to it, and looky here, it is all off. Look at that. Look how beautiful this is. All the way around. Gorgeous. Now this is what's left from taking this off. So hopefully the idea behind this video is if anybody wants to say, can I do this? Can I do this trim? Because mine looks terrible. The answer is, well, maybe. Because my God, this was a pain in the butt. Everybody who's done this says it's a pain in the butt, and they were not lying. I used my scraper. Well, here, you remember in the beginning of the video, I used the X-Actos. Went through the X-Actos, and did that to get the major part of the trim off. And then after that, I got down to the scraper, and then after that, I just used a regular blade to just kind of go in there and get the finishing touches once it got down to just the little bitty stuff. But I mean, a bunch of razor blades. Look, I mean, I even had to just bust into my thing here, my razor blade supply. So it's finally done. Now, here's what I had originally gotten before, is this Viper rear window seal. I'll put the camera down. Of course, I wrote that. And this is just a piece of seal that goes around. It's got a little channel right here. I don't know if you can see that little channel. And then that's the outside. But since I got this, I actually found another seller that sells these window specific seals for this particular window, for the RT10. And I'll flash a picture up on the screen of that so you can look at it. And that's what I ended up just ordering that, because I figure a one-piece seal would probably be easier to do, hopefully. But then I talked to some of the guys on the Viper page, and if you guys are watching, you've already been through this, and those seals were coming up a little short. So we'll have to stick around and see. Of course, you guys will know instantly because you're still watching, hopefully. And the next clip will be when that seal gets here in the mail, and we try and put it on and see what happens. And then everybody who does that says, once you try and put this back in the car, it is super tight and snug. So that might also be interesting. But for the meanwhile, this, oh my God, I should have kept track of the man hours in trying to get this down to regular glass. But as you can see by all of the junk on the table, and the floor is covered in it too. I mean, it's everywhere. This was not a fun job. So, okay, stick around in the next couple minutes and we'll see what happens when I put the seal on. But in the meanwhile, look at that Viper. Oh, look at that Viper. I love that thing. Okay. Okay, so we've got our trim in. And I ordered this from Temple Performance Cars, and this is the one piece, supposedly based on the latest or last OEM design, but you can look, and it is one piece. And I just felt a little more comfortable buying the one piece than trying to piece it together and wrap it around and glue it in and whatever else. And apparently with this, the channels are so deep, you can maybe look in there, that I guess you don't need adhesive, so you don't have to have it. So I'm going to put it on there and see how it works. And instructions say to start at the corner, tuck the corner in, tuck the corners, and then the middle, and then kind of work your way from there inward, I guess. And we'll see. I had heard a couple people saying that some of these were too big, and I'd seen some pictures of them looking too big, but we'll see how this one turns out. And let's get after it. Well, that went on extremely easily and seems to be a good fit. I mean, it looks really nice on there. Looks really nice. And some of the pictures I'd seen, there were some gaps over here on the corners, but I guess mine didn't have that. But I put the corners in first and then worked my way down towards the middle, and went in there like really easy. So I guess the big question is going to be putting it in the car, because I guess that's when things get really tight, is trying to squeeze it in there. So we'll see how that goes. But so far so good. And it definitely looks way better than that old crappy one I had on there. Well, I didn't record the wrestling match to get this thing in there, but everybody said it will be tight, and it is snug. But check it out, it looks good. Looks real good in there. I'm real happy with that Temple Performance Cars product. Looks great in the car, and fits so tight. So it'll be a little bit of a pain in the butt trying to take it in and out if I want to ever remove the rear window, but which I do in nice weather. I take it out and leave it out for a while, but it's just been so hot here. That's why I've been wanting to replace that seal in the first place. So anyway, if you want to know if you can do it, you can do it, but it is a huge pain in the butt. But this product does make it a lot easier, so money well spent. Well, thanks for watching, guys.